Here we're looking at my guitar top. So this is a piece of mahogany that I resawed. So again, it was like this, cut it down on the bandsaw and book matched it. And there's two ways you can do it. So I'm looking at it this way, or you could go this way with it. So two different kind of patterns and looks it gives you. It'll end up that way. So once you've decided that, what I'd like to do is, we're over here at the glue table, but you could do this at your workbench before you come over, is I like to put arrows on it. So that way I know, because it could be the end of the class and I clean up and then do I remember how I had it or whatever. So once I've decided, I'd look at it like that. And if you wanted to, you can take your pattern and kind of look at it, and then you really see, obviously after it's glued up, we have room to move this around a little bit. But that just kind of gives you a nice idea of where things are going to be. This is my top, so there's no decorative back strip or anything going in this. But your back is glued up very similar unless you are putting a decorative back strip in there. If that's the case, I can help you do that in class. These pieces are about 1/4 inch thick, which is probably about the thickest we need to work with to start. You could go thinner, but the thicker it is, I find that the easier it is to glue it up. If it's too thin, it's almost too bendy when you go to put the clamps on it. So you can see I've run some glue on here to get a nice even amount. Then I'm gonna do the same thing here. And because I'm putting it on both seams, or both boards of the seam, I don't need to go crazy with it. So thinning it out with your finger will help with that as well. Notice I have my clamps already set up. When I glue up, sometimes you lose where your glue seam is. So I like to shift these just a little, so at the end, instead of them being like this, they'll be like this. And then that'll help you later know where your seam is. I'm gonna push down, and I'm just gonna give this a little pressure. If I go too much, the pieces are gonna go like this. So just a little bit of pressure. That one's being stubborn, so we'll just wind it in. And then I have 3 more ready to go for up here. Now, it's not that I need clamping pressure from 7 clamps. It's that I like having them spaced out so I get a nice even amount of pressure from the 7. If I was doing a ukulele, maybe it's 5 because it stops about here. But in this case, 4 down and 3 on top works pretty well. And now I'm just gonna go back, now that I have both sides clamped, and just give them a little bit more of a snug. But again, I don't have to kill them. Notice I have not a lot of squeeze out, which is good. So after a couple hours or letting this sit for the night, I can come back, take it out of the clamps, scrape the glue off, clean it up. Then I could run it through the planer if I wanted, or go right to the sander to thin it down. This one, because it is about 1/4 inch thick, I'll run it through the planer, get it closer, then on the sander, and we'll take it down to thickness.